Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the distributive property. So the distributive property says that if A, B, and C are real numbers, then A times B plus C in brackets is equal to AB plus AC. And likewise, if A times B minus C also in brackets is equal to AB minus AC. So essentially, we have to distribute this A value into B and into C. We must multiply A by B and A by C. Something that's tempting to do when we see something like this is just say, oh, well, it's A times B plus C. But this isn't quite right because we are not taking into account that A needs to be multiplied by C as well. Now, in cases where B and C are both known numbers, we would just add them together first and then multiply by A, right? That's our order of operations, our PEMDAS. However, when it comes to times when maybe one of or both of them is a variable or not, not a constant, then we can't always do this. So I'm going to give an example of solving using the distributive property. So here in this case, they're asking us to solve this. So we're going to first use the distributive property to help us solve. I'm going to distribute the 3 into the 10x and the 3 into the 5. So we're going to end up with 3 times 10x, which that's going to be 30x. And then 3 times 5 is 15, is equal to 100. Then I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides, and we can do that because of the subtraction postulate of equality. So 30x is equal to 85. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 30, which we can do because of the division postulate of equality. So x is equal to 85 over 30. And then I might just reduce this, noticing both of these are divisible by 5. And so we can reduce it that way. 30 divided by 5 is 6. 85 divided by 5, well, let's think about that. We know 5 times 8 gives us 40, so 5 times 16 would give us 80. Therefore, it's 5 times 17 to give us 85. So we're going to end up with x is equal to 17 over 6. Since 17 is both larger than 6 and a prime number, therefore we cannot reduce this any further. Here's a second example. It says to solve 7x plus 5 times 3x plus 1 is equal to 5. So first thing I'm going to do is use the distributive property to distribute. So the 7x, I'm just going to write exactly the same as before. Then we have 5 times 3x, which is 15x. And then 5 times 1 is 5, so plus 5. And that's equal to 5. Then I have 7x plus 15. So these are like terms. I can combine those. I'm going to combine those and get 22x plus 5 is equal to 5. If I subtract 5 from both sides, I get 22x is equal to 0. And if we divide both sides by 22, that tells us that x equals 0. Or we might know x equals 0 in a different way, such as the zero product property, stating that if a product is equal to 0, one part or both parts of the product must be 0. And in this case, x is the only variable, so it must be 0 here. And so there we go. That's the distributive property.